Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ruben Uncut. Today, for Cerebral Palsy Month, I'm talking to good friend, former student, and all-around excellent disability activist, the one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend, JT Styles. Welcome to the show, JT. How are you doing today?
I'm doing all right. Hey, Style Nation, I've been waiting to do this for a long time. This is my boy Rue, and we used to work together. Go, we used to go do movies and everything. She used to try to help me get in the movies with
Mm-hmm.
my with my co- with my confidant of of uh, Jocelyn, because she got me the movies. But Rue always make sure I got there on time and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But it's an honor to be here. I mean, I've been dying to do this.
And I've
And
been dying to have you on the show, man. I've been dying to have you on here. But yeah, no, me and JT, we go back a long ways. Back to when I started working for a company called CADA, and we had a program through CADA that stands for Center for Applied Drama and Autism. But we had a program called Theater on the Spectrum, and JT was one of our actors.
yeah, and he was one of the fishers. He could fish, but he was okay. He
now,
was good.
now, JT, they're not going to know what you're referencing there, but me and JT did a sketch together where we were guys fishing.
Yeah, I had the beer, and he had the water.
Now, in fairness, though, I was the understudy for that sketch. It was originally supposed to feature your buddy Willie.
Yeah, my
Uh,
brother. You know,
Rest in peace
Wi-
to Willie.
Willie liked to get drunk a lot. He, he he didn't really get drunk, but he wanted to. So
I was gonna say, I was gonna say, did Willie actually drink? I don't know if he did.
yeah, he did. He said he went out to the bar. He wanted to take me so we can go go clock some ladies. But I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that right there because I'm not trying to.
It's all
I'm
good.
not trying. I'm not trying to get in his mind because his mind is kind of warped. Even though he ain't here, he was a warped guy, but I
Willie
loved
was a
him.
young guy with a. He certainly had a sense of humor.
Yeah, he did. I forgot what kind of disability he had, but he can only move his head, but he was cool.
He had control of one finger
Yeah, that's the finger that when
that
you
he
know how
operated
Stone
his chair with.
that was finger that Stone Cold gave you the finger, and he told you to well kind of suck it like DX, but anyway, but
Okay, you're falling out of the screen there, JT.
okay, I gotta fall back in. Okay, okay. Um,
Now, actually, maybe this is a useful thing to explain to the audience. So my buddy here, JT Styles, he has, like I said, this is Cerebral Palsy Month, and JT has cerebral palsy,
yeah,
which can make it difficult for him to maintain sitting up straight. Uh,
yeah, cause my family get. I'm gonna be clean. My family get on my nerves. They tell me to sit up because it's good for me, but I be fighting my body every day, and
it is
it's
true.
hard. It's hard.
Mhm.
And Rue, he tried to tell me to sit up. I don't ever get mad at nobody, even though it seems like I do. I get mad at my body because I tried to do it, and it don't seem like I do try to do it. And when you have cerebral palsy, some people can't not sit up at all,
It's
and
true.
it's hard. And but I want people to see me. I want to be noticed, and I want to help people.
Right,
I,
right now, you're sliding out of frame there, JT. See if you can see what you can do.
I didn't know it was on camera. Are we on camera?
We are on camera.
Oh, uh,
if you prefer,
I thought this was.
I can release this as all audio.
I thought this was. No, no. I love the camera. I thought
Oh,
this was
you want
all
the camera?
audio.
Okay.
That's why I. That's why that's why I'm like I don't care because I thought it was all audio. Ooh, I'm gonna sit up. I'm
Okay. Yes.
sorry.
Sit up.
You should have told me that.
You were the one talking about how you got your hair cut for this. I
Yeah.
assumed you knew.
No, I didn't know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't do a recut. I'm sorry. Oh God, I'm sorry.
You're fine, man. You're fine, man. You're fine.
Okay.
That's why I thought it was a good opportunity to like just talk about your experience.
Cause I
And
thought
yet
you would just stay and sit up because I was on the camera and on the Zoom thing. I didn't realize, but
you're good. We're actually doing like a weird hybrid recording here where I'm recording on Zoom, but we're actually talking to you through Facebook Messenger. It's we'll see how it works. It does give us this weird camera angle, but
what are you holding? It looked like you're holding a camera. And...
oh, this is a microphone.
Oh, where
Yeah,
can I
it's
get that? Where can I get that at? That looked kind of cool.
well, it's a regular microphone. It's an Audio Technica. It looks like this. But I put a sock over it so there's less weird. Hold on.
Noise.
Yeah, no, it's like a pop filter. For a cheap, it's a cheap pop filter. But I do have
Okay.
this sock I got from Ardmore that says "Make a Difference." That's kind of cool.
Hey, that'd be a good slogan. Make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna sit up because I want people to see me.
Okay, fair enough. Show us that
Uh,
handsome face.
but I don't know how handsome it is. But anyway,
Hey, believe in
uh,
yourself, man. Believe in yourself.
really, I really do. I really do. And can I be honest with you?
You can always be honest with me, man.
And I'm not trying to put no bad mojo out there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It's times where I'm talking to the audience and I'm talking to the room. Okay, it's times where you feel like you don't want to be here anymore. You feel like your life ain't worth a hell of beans. I mean, I don't know if I can cuss or I'm
You
trying
can
to be.
cuss. You can cuss. This is
I
my program is adult. You're good. You can say
okay,
whatever you want.
okay. I feel like my life ain't worth shit sometimes because of my disability and what I'm fighting and everything, and it get hard. It get hell of hard, and and
You're sliding
but
a little bit more out of the frame there, buddy.
but okay, but I would never take my life for one because I'm scared of pain. For two, for two, well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not scared to go. I'm not scared to go. I'm wherever God want me to go. I'll gladly go because I heard a lot of people that I'm really sorry that I did. And I'm
J
not trying to.
JT
I'm what?
JT JT. You've already told me your stories, and
Oh,
like, let me tell you right now.
I thought the audience wanted to
No, no,
know.
no. I'm
So,
not saying you shouldn't tell the audience your stories, but I do want you to know that, like, I know from your stories that, like, everything you've done that you've told me about, God will definitely forgive. You've hurt some people's feelings. I get that. I've hurt people's feelings too, and it sucks. And you wanna say you're sorry, and sometimes those people aren't in your life anymore to say you're sorry to them. But I just
well,
want you
see,
to know, man, that I'm you have not done anything that bad.
I don't. I want God to forgive me, but I want the person that I hurt the most to forgive me because what I did was, you know, I was taking up for her behind the scenes, but I didn't take up for her in person.
Mm-hmm.
Right in front of when she asked me to take up for her right in front of everybody. I didn't do it. I didn't know what to say. I was a coward. I was a coward. I didn't know how to do it, and so that's why I feel the way I feel.
Mm-hmm.
That she told me to do that, and I didn't do it, and I feel like I I did her wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I did the whole family wrong, and and when I do people wrong, you know I tend to lose them, and I tend to not get them back because you try to
So
say you're sorry, and sometimes you don't get people back. Like Rue now. Like we had our differences,
Hmm.
if I could say. We had
Yeah.
our differences, and I didn't think I would get Rue back, but I got him back. So I'm thankful for that. And I just
Hey, man, I never had a problem with you. But hey, sit up. I want to say something to you. I want to say a couple of things to you.
okay. Go ahead.
All right. There. Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go. Okay. So JT, just a couple things. First of all, in terms of me, man, you didn't like our situation was just a series of unfortunate bureaucratic misunderstandings. Okay. It was not. I was not. I was a little bit hurt, but like overall, man, I knew it wasn't. I knew you weren't trying to hurt me. And like,
I blame it on Kobik.
I,
Because if it wasn't for Kobik, he would be right here. So
well,
that's
if it wasn't for COVID, we would be we would probably be in a different place doing a different thing right now, to be fair. Uh, but COVID was actually the reason that I started working with you on a more personal level,
yeah. And then you
technically.
got to then you got to know me more. And you know, at first you're like, JT, what you want to do? But once you got the flow of me,
Mhm.
you knew what my mind was. But I'm kind of glad that Kobe started because I wouldn't have ended I wouldn't have ended up in India and been where I was. But
Yeah, so let's actually approach some of this from a positive direction, JT. You have done a lot artistically. So like
yeah.
so once again, you're like way out of the frame right now.
Oh,
No, I understand. I
sorry.
understand. Your body.
Sorry.
So the thing you have to understand, people who don't know about cerebral palsy, is that JT's his body naturally wants to like fold in on itself. Because
Yeah, I want to sit up, but it fights.
Mhm,
And me and my dad, we argue about that. But I want to fight about it. Not fight my dad. I want to fight my body.
mhm.
And people don't understand
Yeah.
when I do that.
And that's just part of the situation that JT has to sort of live with. A lot of people might not understand this, but JT is also an accomplished artist. I've already given I mean, obviously I'll link to it again, but you should absolutely check out you should check out JT's personal page on YouTube where he has a bunch of videos, including
Yeah,
some
this is
where
how
he's,
world production. I haven't
yeah,
really
JT
did
Styles World Productions.
I haven't really did anything because
I
I'm
understand.
not
It's
I'm not trying to put Rule down, but I haven't really did anything because Jake the Snake ain't been around. But I understand why he ain't been around. But it's understandable because
I mean, Jake the
he.
Snake's pretty old now.
I'm talking about you. You look just like him.
Oh,
Anyway,
I'm Jake the
eh,
Snake to you. Okay,
yeah. So I understand why because of
I'll
personal.
I'll I, I'll take
I
Jake the
understand.
Snake.
I understand why because of personal reasons, and he can't come over.
Mhm.
I understand why because that's why we doing this. But I because I miss my context, and I'm doing more context in my at where I'm at now. We're doing music, so
Mhm.
we're doing music now, and
But hey,
but
that's kind of good though, right? I mean, like I'm not good at music, so like I could never really help you the way you
you're
needed.
not good at dancing either. But you good at looking at up the music that we did. Because remember when you was here, we was looking at the music, and people were really
Yeah, that's true.
con-
JT on his YouTube has some music reactions. Some of
yeah,
them
and I,
got pretty decent viewers. Some of the people seem to like your music
yeah,
reactions.
some of them got blocked because of the
Yeah,
bot thing. So I don't know.
music
But I
reactions are tricky because copyright people want to stop you. That is true.
but my thing is, I ain't copyrighting nothing. I'm commenting on a video
Hmm.
that everybody else is doing. I'm not even singing, but they do what they want to do. So
It's true. It's true. But yeah. Okay, you're off. You're sort of off to the side there, GT.
okay,
All right.
I hope this turned out good though.
It's going to be a good conversation, even if the
But
video looks funky. I
you
promise.
know, I might get kind of deep. So I
You might
hope
be kind of what?
I get deep in my conversations sometimes. So,
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong
you
with that
know.
at all, man. But JT is also a big advocate. JT has done a lot of advocacy. He's specifically about cerebral palsy.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of videos on his channel about cerebral palsy and living with cerebral palsy. So JT, there is one. I don't know if you remember this, but you have one video that is it is set up to be your main video on your YouTube homepage. Do you remember what that video is about?
Is it about cerebral palsy?
Technically it's about accessibility.
Oh yeah. Oh. Yeah. That's what I want to talk about too. Now, listen up, folks.
Oh, sit up. Let him see your face while you say this.
You can see my ugly face. Okay.
It's not
Um.
ugly. He's got a beautiful face. He's a handsome man.
That's why I don't got a woman now. Anyway.
It's hey, it's hard dating with disabilities, and you know that.
Yeah,
All right, man. Sit up and tell us what you're gonna say about
yeah, but
cerebral palsy.
I'm just trying to keep people laughing.
You're
Hi
good.
Amanda, I love you. Okay. Um.
I doubt she
Cerebral.
watches my show. What I was asking you about,
Oh,
you got a video that about accessibility that is your like pinned video on your YouTube, and it is about the topic that we probably discussed more than any other topic. Do you remember what that topic is?
scammers.
No, we did do the scammers videos. That was a good video, but like, hold on, sit up. I can't see your face.
I got scammed.
You didn't get scammed. You almost got scammed.
No, I got scammed the other day.
Oh, you got scammed the other day
Yep.
after making a video about how not to get scammed. Oh,
Yep. And I'm still talking to him.
you're still talking to wait, you're talking to a scammer?
Yeah, because they got this the thing that you know a word thing when you they got a word thing they got the microphone when you talk on the computer, whatever you say it types it out. And
Okay, voice to text. Yeah.
all I want to do is all I'm trying to do is find out how do you get that on the when you go to the app store, and they said they don't got this at the app store. I'm like, yes they do. So
I don't know. I'd have to look into it.
but I don't really talk to them, but I talk to them from time to time. They say they're they're Autobot. They're bots.
Oh,
They're
it's a
not.
bot? You're talking to a bot?
Yeah, I thought it was a woman because she
Oh.
he took a woman's face, and I thought the woman was cute because the woman she asked me, do you want to learn how to do the cha cha? So I was talking that's after my mama died. So I had somebody to talk to, and I thought it was a woman, and I've been talking to her, and she said, "Be honest," but I found out she was lying, and then I said a few words, but that's beside the point. But
Do you want me to remind you what that video is?
accessibility. Okay,
Yes.
accessibility. This is what I think. Accessibility. I feel like when you have a business, I don't care what business you got. It should be accessible for all people in wheelchairs. And I feel like even if you got a old bathroom, because me and Ro, we went to bathrooms where it was accessible,
Mhm.
and I got pissed off because I'm like, they could spend a little bit of money to make it accessible because you don't know who gonna come in there. Who might give you the business. It might be more people in wheelchairs. But when you build a house and everything, y'all don't think about people with disabilities. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know why you don't. Because we're here. We're gonna be heard. Ain't no more video games than on the TV. Ain't no in the bedroom and forgot about. I'm trying to get you in the boardroom. I'm trying to get you noticed so people can know about you, so people can know who you are. Your parents ain't gonna have you in the bedroom. Not not as long as I'm around. I'm not trying to tell your parents what to do, but God made you for a reason. God didn't make you to oh, oh Yeah, he can't talk, so they're just gonna be in the bedroom. No, if God wanted you to be in the bedroom, God would have made you a wall. Uh, God, God wouldn't have made you at all. Even if you can, even if you can't talk, they got machines to help you talk. God didn't make you for nothing. Now, don't get me wrong. I struggle every day. God, why did you make me? You made me with a disability. I don't know why. For this moment now, I know why, because He want me to tell people about people with disabilities so we can get it out there. And I called, I wrote Michelle Obama. She wrote me back, and I'm trying to write her back. And then I'm trying to write Elon Musk's wife. See, I'm writing all the wives because the husbands, they
I
don't
think Elon
respond.
Musk is divorced right now.
Well, I'll write the secretary. See, what I'm trying to do is when,
Honestly, you should write Elon Musk because
but
Elon Musk right now is trying to basically gut the government.
but I don't know the address. I don't know
That's
how.
fair. That's fair. But if there was one person I would say needs to care more about accessibility, it is Elon Musk.
Yeah, but so I need the address so I can. Oh,
Do you know
maybe
do you know why I would say that, JT? Have you heard what's going on with Elon Musk?
no. I just heard he's the richest guy in the world.
He is the richest guy in the world, but right now he's losing a lot of money because he's kind of being a dick. So
What?
Elon Musk is currently the head of Doge, and Doge is,
What the hell is that?
well, I'll tell you. Doge
I
is the
mean,
Department of Efficiency in Government or whatever. But the entire point of it is that he is trying to cut government funding and regulations. And they are already looking at things that would negatively impact people with disabilities. Specifically, he's looking at, they want to get rid of the Department of Education.
well, I thought I don't mean to cut you off, but I thought Trump was trying to do all that shit because,
That's because Elon Musk and Trump are working together.
but see, if I could write, okay, this is what I would do. I would ask you, me and you would do it if you would willing. Me and you would make a video. I would say, Elon Musk, my name is JT Styles. I'm an advocate for people in wheelchairs, and I need to have a conversation with you because you know we we've been set back a long time,
Mhm.
and we've been forgot about they closed the Barberton Center, and my acting program is no more. I mean, what do you want us to do? We are people too. I mean, when they closed the Barberton Center, they just closed it. They said it had something to do with money, but our thing is, we wanted to get on the news and tell them why we wanted the Barberton Center open,
Mhm.
and then again about the spectrum, I would have got on the news, and I'm not hating on Wendy, I'm not hating on Rue, but I would have said, look, we gotta we gotta we got an acting program that we need to keep open. See, what I'm trying to say is is I understand we had to close it, but the problem is we're not getting on the news and telling the people that we need these things open. I'm not blaming anybody, but
So
I'm
no,
saying if we don't get the word out there,
mhm.
everything that we're trying to do is gonna be closed, and then everybody in the will, everybody that's in the room gonna end up back in the room watching video games and doing stuff and not living. Like I said, I'm not blaming Rue. I'm not blaming Wendy, cause Rue, and I'm not saying that cause Rue right here. I'm not saying that. I'm
so
being
let me
honest.
so let me add
Go ahead. Am
let
I
me just add some
am
context
I going too
here.
fast?
No, you're fine. You're fine. I just want to add some context to some of the things you've said. Also, if you want to try and sit up a little bit, uh, but like to add some context to some of the things that JT is talking about. It is worth noting that the programs he's talking about that he was part of that got cut were things that were cut a while ago. Those are not related to the recent cuts. However, it is worth noting those things because more cuts to these types of services will mean more programs will also be closed or lost. So that is something to worry about. And I also want to say that technically speaking, the reason Theater on the Spectrum was closed was not because of funding problems, but because of a falling out between two different nonprofit companies. But that being said, it is absolutely worth pointing out the fact that if there are continued government cuts, that it will only make it harder for programs like these to exist.
But my thing with that is, okay, the the two companies had a problem, but yeah, some kind of way it had to be a way y'all could come together and make a a, a make a difference because y'all was together at first and y'all had to make a solution
Mm-hmm.
because Theater of the Spectrum helped me
Mm-hmm.
when when uh when the Barbecue Center closed because like I said they didn't they just had a meeting at at the Barbecue Center and said we're closed and we was all crying we was all worried about it and nobody they just said we were closed they didn't let us talk to Fox News and they said it was the funding and everything. Eh, all we wanted to do was talk to Fox News and Fox 8 to see if we could do anything, but they didn't let us be heard. Now I'm not putting down uh the Barbecue Center because they put me on they put me on the billboard and everything. They helped me out a lot, so I'm not trying to talk bad about them. All I'm saying is we were a family and we wanted to stay together. The Barbecue Center and and uh and some of DD I love you. I just wanted to stay I just wanted to stay with them because at the time it was good. And then Heather, my social worker, she got me into theater spectrum because she came to the barbecue center. She like, you want to act? I'm like, Heather, I don't act. I work. I'm working here, girl. I I'm, I don't mean to call her girl, but I mean
I understand. You're
but
using
but
vernacular.
I wouldn't have met the people that I met now. So change is good, but you know, I get
Change is
tired of
also hard.
yeah. And then before all that, I was at the bar. I was at Rem Opportunities. I had a music program that they closed because something happened and they like if I tell they're gonna close, they're gonna get rid of me. And they did. They took my program away from me, so I had to start all over again. I had I had the music teacher and everything. And they helped me with everything. Things happen for a reason. And by the way, Carrie, I love you. If you see this, Carrie Logan, she was like the bull of Rim Opportunities. I mean, everybody loved her, and so. But to get out, I'm not trying to get off subject.
Mhm.
We need to when you build a business, you need to think about people with disabilities. It's a must because, and when you build a house, you got to think about people with disabilities. It's a must because people, we're human. We're here. Wake up, mothers, fathers, businessmen. Wake up and stop passing us and think about us. You know, I my friend in Columbus, she got a her father's in the army, and this I got a problem with the army.
I
Okay,
like.
okay, no, let me explain. I love the army because they fight for our freedom, they fight for our rights, and I love that. But the thing I don't get is everybody put us to disabled people together with the army,
Well, that's
and we're not the same. I'm gonna let Ruben explain to me because I sometimes forget. He understands what I'm talking about because I ain't trying to
You
get
know,
hate
I
mail.
I understand what you're trying to talk about. So the thing about it is that the army produces a lot of disability. Like going to war, fighting in combat, these things often result in major amounts of disability. Now, the thing that frustrates JT is the fact that veterans with disabilities receive more public attention than people who are born with disabilities, which JT finds very frustrating. But it is worth noting that disabilities can happen to anyone. Anyone at any time can become disabled. You
True.
can fall down the stairs, you can slip on the ice, you can have a near drowning experience. There's lots of things that can cause you to have disabilities after you've been born. And the
Yeah.
military is one of them. Now, I will state that technically speaking, there is some benefit to the regular disability community from the recognition of military veterans having disabilities. But JT is not wrong when he says that military veterans with disabilities do receive more attention than average everyday people with disabilities. That being said, though, I do want to I do just want to let you know this, JT, is that even though they do receive more public attention, they don't receive that many more benefits. They
Okay.
do receive benefits through the VA, but that's because they are former soldiers.
Okay.
But there are lots of military people, people from the military who have disabilities who live on the streets or who are
Okay.
homeless or not receiving the
Okay.
services they should.
Okay. Can I talk about that?
Sure.
I'm sorry about that, and I hope they get the services. And like I said, I'm not trying to put y'all down because y'all fought for our freedom. Y'all fought for us. But I want to have a commercial just like y'all do. I want to. That's why I wrote Michelle Obama. I want them to talk about people that was born with a disability. I, even in high school, I went up to the army people. I was at Towers. I asked them. I said, "Can I be in the army?" They're like, "You already in the wheelchair." So no.
Most disabilities will prevent you from joining the military.
Okay,
True.
and I understand that, but I wanted to fight for my country too. Even if they wanted me to sit behind the desk, and I'm saying that's how much I respect our our men and women of the forces. But I wanna have a commercial with them so we can come together as my disability and their disability and say, well, we're together. That's why I was trying to get in touch with Michelle Obama and Barack and all this to to get the word out there that I my friend her father is a veteran and we have argument and she like well they put the rails up for the bathrooms and stuff. I get that, but I want to have a commercial about us being together as me being a disabled person and them being an army
There,
to get
there, there is a strange sentiment in this country where there is a level of empathy that we offer to veterans that we don't offer to non-veterans.
yeah.
Um, if you pay attention, you'll notice that homeless veterans are held up above homeless families. Disabled veterans are held up over other people with disabilities.
Yeah,
This now I'm not now I want to be clear. Homeless uh, disabled veterans deserve every all the same respect, all the same services that anyone else with a disability receives.
yes.
Now there is only one real major material difference, though, outside of the fact that we as a society
Am I still
clearly,
on the camera? Excuse me.
you're a little off camera. You're a little off
Okay.
camera. We
All right.
might do this all audio. If it, we
No,
might do
no,
this
no,
all.
no. I don't want audio. I want them to
Okay.
see
In
me.
that case, you definitely need to sit up
Okay, that's
because I
fine.
want people to see your face.
Okay.
They're missing a lot of your really good facial expressions that I know you have.
Is it like
Yeah,
this?
if you can stay like if you can try and stay like that, they'll see you
Do
good.
you want me to? Do you want me to turn my volume up,
I
or is it
think the volume is okay.
okay?
Unfortunately, I'm not gonna really know for sure what the volume's like until I go into edit.
Okay, we
Which
can keep going. Go ahead.
okay, cool. So, but there is sort of a double standard for veterans as opposed to other people with disabilities, and it's unfortunate. But the reality is that a lot of veterans do not receive the services they need. And a big part of why they don't receive the services they need is because disability services can vary dramatically from state to state. Different states have much different disability services because there is no federal standard. And that's a
Yeah,
real problem.
yeah. And see, I forgot what I was gonna say now. see, can 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 you repeat what we were talking about?
Yeah, no
We
problem, man.
talk.
We were just talking we were taking a moment to talk about the veterans, and I was just trying to explain a couple things about it.
Okay, okay. Like I said, I don't mind the veterans doing what they're doing because they fought for our country. I just, I, my friend,
You
she,
you can sense that there is some type of double standard there.
yeah, it is. Cause my friend, she says that when the people put the rails in the bathroom, they doing it for us too. And she's talking about people, the veterans too. Cause she's like,
I mean, that's
well,
technically true.
yeah, that's true. But my thing is, I want you to talk about us too. So that's why I want us to come together as one, and so we can
Mhm,
re- so we won't have no gap.
mhm. No,
Because Toby Toby Keith had this slogan when he was trying to get rid
okay.
of
Sit up.
Toby Keith had this slogan when he was trying to get rid of Bin Laden. I'm gonna put a foot in your ass, and I like that because he was being real, and I think the army people when they was trying to fight for Bin Laden and get rid of Bin Laden, they put they got rid of him, and
Mhm,
and and I think that us as disabled people and us as army people, we just need to come together as one because the people that the homeless people that's fought for our country. I think they need their benefits. Think their they need support for their family too.
mhm.
So I'm not putting them down or
No, I
anybody else down.
I agree. I agree. But I will say that most of the thing is that it is mostly just like it's mostly a societal thing. It's mostly just a thing that people don't recognize.
And see
Um,
the thing about this is the reason why I brought the army stuff up because my friend she gets it twisted. She think I'm picking on the army people, you know. So that's why I'm glad that Rue is here to explain what I'm really trying to say.
no, I'm happy to do it. Um,
Because
but like another thing about that is that there really should be some sort of federal standard for people with disabilities in terms of services because it's all state based, which means that states make their own set their own standards, and that's a problem.
yeah,
Um,
but I feel like if we get the chief of the army, the person that's running everything, if I can get a meeting with them and
I mean,
explain what I'm trying to say, like if I can send this video to
well,
them,
well,
they could.
let me tell you something though, JT, and I don't want to discourage you from trying to bring people together, but I will let you know that part of the problem is that the military doesn't really do a good job of taking care of disabled vets.
They
Like,
don't take they don't get a good job of taking care of people with disabilities either.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I'm just saying is that the military, everyone knows the military is bad at taking care of disabled vets. Everybody knows, and they haven't done anything about it. But but I want to get back to the bathroom thing
Oh yeah, let's get.
because that
I'm the bathroom king. Can I
sit,
tell it?
yeah.
Can I tell it?
Sit up and tell us. Sit up and tell us.
Can I? Okay.
Sit up as straight as you can.
People, I'm about to tell you something. It's gonna make you laugh. It might make you cry. I was at the Barberton Center one day, and somebody told me, I said, when I die, you don't have to worry about me dying. They're like, why? It's like, because I'm going, he's in the bathroom. He ain't dead. Every time I'm in the bathroom, he ain't dead. So when I go up there, I'm just going to be in the bathroom. So when you go to the bathroom, think about JT Styles. He's in the bathroom. He ain't dead. He just ain't coming out yet because every time he come out, he got to go again. So he's just staying in there. So.
That's it's not what I was talking about.
No, I'm talking about. That's why I be in. No, let me clean this up. That's why I be in the bathroom. Like Ru had to take me to the bathroom. Everybody like JT, I gotta go to the bathroom. Every time. That's why we don't like taking nowhere because your ass always gotta go to the bathroom. And I said I can't help that. I gotta go. And sometimes when I go, I can't go. So somebody made a joke that he's always in the bathroom. So I'm like, when I die, I won't be dead. I'll be in the bathroom. When you sit on the toilet, go to the bathroom. That's
all right.
me. I'm in the bathroom. But
Okay.
but let me get off that because
All right. Sit back up. Let's
get back to something serious. I
yes.
just thought I thought I'd just make you laugh for a second.
You succeeded. So the main video on JT's YouTube is about accessible bathrooms
Yeah.
because that's huge for you, isn't it?
Yes. Hey, and guess what?
What?
Remember, I don't know if you remember. We was Nicole Mullet. Somebody told me that the video I took, I did that. They made a bigger porta potty bathroom because of what I did.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
For
I don't
just
believe.
for people to have some context, Nicole Mullet
I
is
don't believe
someone.
it, but okay.
Nicole Mullet's someone who works in the general community around our area. And
Yeah.
JT made a big deal about the fact that Lock 5, I think it was,
Lot 3.
Lock 3 was using porta johns that were like not good for accessibility. And
Okay, but let me clean this up.
okay, well, if you're gonna clean it up, sit up.
Okay. Lot 3. Y'all do got inside
Sit up a little bit
bathrooms.
more, just a little bit more.
Y'all do got inside bathrooms. Inside the doors and outside the doors is inside. But I'm just saying the porta potties. You know, I think it should be better. And I'm not just talking about lot 3. I'm talking about anywhere. So I'm not just picking on lot 3 because
Mm-hmm.
lot 3 is good. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, but it could be better.
Oh, everything can be improved. But the point
Yeah.
is that you advocated and change was made. That's fucking great.
Yeah. Thanks for missing Nix. She's cute as hell. I'm serious. She cute. But anyway.
I'm
But
sorry. Did you say thank you for Mucinex?
no, because I used to call Nicole when I met her. She had a cold. I told her, I said, you need to
Oh,
take music next. And I said, you cute as hell. She like, thank you. I didn't say that, but I can say that here. But I said, you cute,
so
but
so a little bit ago you said that here's a fun fact about JT is that JT has trouble remembering names sometimes. So sometimes he'll refer to you as a celebrity that he thinks you look like,
yeah. Cause
which is
I
kind of funny because JT is legally blind.
yeah, and sometimes I'm gonna say this about Wendy. It's a good thing and a bad thing. Sometimes I pissed her off because a truck driver came in and I said, "You look like Stone Cold," and she got real mad. I'm like, Wendy, I just don't remember nobody's name, and I really don't understand why people get pissed off. I
So
don't, I don't mean it in disrespect, but I just try to remember people names. And Wendy, I love you, so don't get too mad, okay? Because you help me a lot.
so I will say, JT, though, I actually appreciate you calling me Jake the Snake now. Because do you remember what you used to say who I used to look like when you first met me?
No.
You used to say I looked like the drug dealer from Ghost.
Well, well, your hair was kind of
I
your
had
hair,
different hair then.
but your hair is kind of brown, and you look like you was running to the train, and he was a ghost, and he was a drug dealer. I mean,
It's all good, man. It's all good. At least you didn't tell me I look like Peter
his
Skarsgård.
his whole body went. Whose whole body goes through a train? His whole body went through a train.
I mean, that's what I mean. He was a ghost.
Yeah, got ghost women too. So
Just to let you
I
know,
don't know.
JT, you're way out of frame.
Okay, let me sit back up.
Yep.
I want this to be good.
You
Okay,
like
let's get back on topic.
you're still out of frame.
Can you see me now?
Yeah, I can see you now. You're a little off.
That better?
If you can stay like that, yes.
I kind of moved the camera.
That's okay. It kind of needed moved a little that direction anyways.
Okay,
So where were we? Yes. So accessible
that's it.
bathrooms. That's like a huge thing for you.
Yeah.
So
Oh, and it was. I'm sorry, Ru.
no, you're
It
good.
was.
Go
It
ahead.
was one good thing. Me and Rue, and before Theater Spectrum closed, they had the inside bathroom where you could be in the movie, and it was inside the movie thing.
Oh, you're talking about when we went to see that Mary Poppins movie.
Yeah, it was inside the. It
Hmm.
was inside there. I didn't have to go in the hallway or nothing. It was
Yeah, but
cool.
they also didn't have any accessible bathrooms. Remember, they didn't their stalls were the wrong size. They didn't have
Oh,
bars. I had to I had to
oh,
I had
oh,
to physically lift you.
people. That's one thing that fucks my ass up. Now, Ruth said I can be frank. That's one thing that fucks me up because I don't understand. You have accessible bathrooms, but you got one bathroom that that's not really accessible because you
They
can't
didn't
just
have any accessible bathrooms at that movie.
that's my thing though. You okay? The reason why I said it like that because you go out there. Oh, we trying to start it. We trying to get it. We trying to get ready, and then I tell them, well, I'm gonna tell the, the the people I should tell that y'all need to make it. Y'all need to make it for us.
Hmm.
And they always lie and say they gonna do it. Like one day I went to an older movie theater. I went to them, and it wasn't a wheelchair accessible. They're like, well, you can use your urinal and shit. I'm like, what if I got to, excuse my language, what if I got to shit? What am I going to do? Well, we don't know because we can't add a stall for people in wheelchairs. I'm like, that's a bunch of bullshit.
Hmm.
Because we're disabled. We didn't ask to be born this way. Nobody, God didn't, and I'm not blaming God. So I'm like, God didn't say, little baby, do you want to be disabled? Nobody asked us. So people that build buildings, I don't care if it's an older doggone building, you need to at least try to put a bathroom
Hmm.
because because
JT, you're way out of frame again.
because we are gonna come. We are gonna come in. You're gonna have more people. You're gonna have more people that's with disabilities coming more than people that without disabilities. Y'all might make more money that way.
People with disabilities. Here's some fun facts about people with disabilities, audience. So first of all, people with disabilities Thanks to programs from the federal government, have expendable income that they can spend in your businesses. Not only that, but due to laws and regulations in place to prevent people with disabilities from accumulating wealth, they are required to spend that money. They are not allowed to have a certain level of savings. So there are plenty of people with disabilities who are looking for opportunities to go to stores, to go to entertainment, because they need to spend down to keep getting their benefits. So please make your businesses accessible. These are also
Yes.
just regular people who want to still go to things like the movies and restaurants and stores.
Yeah. Oh, do you remember? Do you remember that one Pizza Hut thing? I had, I had to go to a woman's bathroom
You told
because.
me about that. I wasn't there for that one, but you have told me about
Okay,
the one
okay,
where it was a pizza place and they had the men's room was not accessible, but the women's room was for some reason.
okay, okay. It was accessible. Both of them were accessible, but they didn't put the rails in the men's. So I had to
So
go.
I would describe if the men's did not have rails, I would describe the men's as not accessible.
Okay, okay, but see, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, you have ass do stuff, and then you want to blame us. But y'all say y'all got rights. Y'all complain about your rights and stuff. We do got rights. We finally got. We finally can stand up and talk about it.
Mhm.
And, and and it's time.
So here's some context for anyone who's not aware, but most rights that people with disabilities have come from a piece of legislation signed in the 90s called the ADA, or Americans with
Oh,
Disabilities Act.
uh,
This act was the biggest jump up in rights for people with disability in American history. Prior to it was very common
uh,
for people to be institutionalized and just stripped of all their rights.
uh,
It was how most of the system worked until a certain point. That being said, the ADA itself is still not perfect. Specifically, there were a number of things that were pulled from the ADA that would have given extra accessibility to the blind.
oh, and I got some. I got a poem to pick with the blind.
I don't, I don't know where this is going, but I'm concerned.
Okay, no, no, no.
JT, you are blind. What do you?
No, I am, but I know the guy that I know the guy that's the head of the Akron Blind Center, Mr. Scott. How are you doing, buddy? Um, I don't call it the blind. I call it. I think the blind people can see with with their mind. You know how you visualize something, like what Stevie Wonder said, he can see. You
I
could,
mean, some people can visualize. That's true. Although,
but
JT, I do want to let you know this might blow your mind. Not everyone can do that.
no, I know that. I know that. I'm quoting Stevie Wonder here.
Yeah, no, Stevie Wonder had a visual brain, even though he was
Okay,
blind.
okay. I'm quoting Stevie Wonder here. I feel like y'all you are really blind in your eyes, but
Mhm.
you visualize what you want to do in your mind. So your real eye that can really see is 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 the vision. It's the vision. So you light a candle and you can still see. If you understand what I'm saying. But I'm not putting it down that they're blind. I just don't like the word blind.
Oh, you just don't like the word blind. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
not
by the
putting
way,
because
JT, just so you know, we're mostly seeing the top of your head right now.
well, maybe I'm swimming up there. I don't know. And you let me be honest, so
I will always let you be honest, man.
because I don't usually talk like this.
I don't know if that's even true, man. I think you normally keep it pretty real with me.
But is that better?
That is better. The real question is, can you maintain that comfortably? Is the real question.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. If you can stay like that, we're good. Um, if you at any point decide you'd rather this just be an audio podcast with
No,
me,
no, no. I don't want audio at all. I hate audio. I Cause I want my fans to see me.
okay. Well, for them to see you, you've also got to stay up straight. Um, Oh, hey, so here's something I wanted to bring up with you. I did a video recently, actually one where I shouted out your channel.
I
But I
didn't
did this
hear it.
video recently where I was reacting to people making content where they pretend to have disabilities. Specifically, they made a bunch. This one guy made a bunch of skits where he is in a wheelchair, even though he doesn't use a wheelchair in real life.
Excuse me. Is he disabled for real?
He is not disabled. He has no disability.
Uh, are you finished yet?
I mean, that's the basic statement. What are your thoughts?
I got that person's a motherfucking bullshitter.
Yes, he is.
He is I don't know who you is, and I don't care. My thing is, it's disabled people out here that's trying to get out here and act and and make it better for people with disabilities. I'm getting tired of these people that give people jobs that's not even disabled. They're not even disabled, but they sit in a damn wheelchair like they are disabled.
Mhm.
Give us a chance to give us a chance to work too. Okay, I'm trying to start this. I'll make sure I'm sitting up. Um
There you go.
um I'm trying to start this thing where
You're leaning in a bit.
okay. I'm trying to start this thing in where you have a contract,
Mhm.
where you have a video contract. Uh, and if you want to get a job and get an employee, the employee look at the video contract, and if you like the contract, the video contract, you're hired. But then your parent or somebody can look over the paper contract. If the boss like it, you're hired.
So you're talking about making contracts more accessible for people with different sensory needs.
Yeah, cause it's like a video contract, okay? And then you have your what is my dad? He's my he's my representative. The
Yeah.
representative look at the paper contract because
Uh-oh.
representative they want paper contracts.
It looks like
So
your
that's good.
camera, it looks like your camera shifted a little bit.
They want video. They want a paper contract. So you get the paper contract to them, okay?
Mhm.
But you take the video contract and then the employee look at the video contract, and if they like what you did, you're hired.
Okay.
Because I'm I'm tired of these actors, all of them, men or women. I don't care what you are. Because
Hold on, JT. You're falling out of frame again. Actually, it looks like your camera might have shifted.
okay, I I don't care if you're a man or a woman. I don't care if you're ET. They shouldn't give you a job if you're not disabled. If it's made for a person with a disability, give us a chance.
Mhm.
That's why I'm trying to start this thing is video contracts and what I said before. Your representative can look at it, make sure everything's in place
Mhm.
because we need jobs. We need jobs. Just like okay, I had this job with remember that the job I went to, and I said, and you sent me the number. You sent me the number, and, and
Are we
I
talking like an acting job?
yeah remember Troubadour Films.
Oh yeah, they were the people who made
Troubadour Film.
that movie Calendar that you were in.
Yeah, Nick, I love you, man. The only thing I hate that it ain't come out yet. I know it wasn't a paying job, but I'm waiting for the movie to still come out. I love you guys, and I hope y'all release it. I ain't worried about the pay because as long as my name is on the credit, and I know I didn't come for all the shots because my daddy got lost. So, but and thanks I forgot the guy I was playing. So thanks for everybody that's doing that because I wanted them to help me with my documentary. But thank you for the opportunity, and I hope y'all doing good. And
So
I love you.
JT, we're getting a
I,
lot of your hair.
well, I don't have much hair.
You have a
Unlike
lot of
you,
hair, man. I wish I
I,
had your hair.
unlike you, I don't have much hair. But okay.
You're not bald at all, man. You got this
Well,
you got a thick hair going on
well,
there.
well. Daddy said I look like a werewolf. That's why I had to get a haircut. But anyway, I'm glad I got a haircut for this. Big up to Troubadour Films. I hope the next film you get, you can pay your clients. And I know why. I know you don't do it because you don't have the money yet. But y'all
There's
are a
a
good.
there's a lot of people out there making independent films for free. It's true.
But I'm saying they are a good company. Nick, I'm not putting your company down.
No, they were
I
good to
love.
work. They were really good to work with. It
Yeah,
worked out pretty well. It was a
yeah.
good
So
time.
I'm talking good about you. I just want to get paid.
Don't
But
worry. Don't
I
worry. They
love.
can't see your face, so they'll so
I
they'll
I get I get too
so you're
happy
safe.
sometimes, folks. I get too happy sometimes, folks. So,
Hmm.
but like I said, Troubadour Films. Do you remember the guy I was playing?
I think it was like Uncle Joe or something. Might have been
Um,
Grandpa Joe. I can't remember. You were
no,
like an older member of the family.
no. Do you remember the guy's name?
Oh, the guy you were playing or the guy who was directing it?
The guy that the guy I was playing. Do you
I
remember his
think your
name?
character was named like Uncle or Grandpa Joe. They were like you were playing like a older member of the
Because
family.
the guy that directed it, that I was going by his name.
Oh, that's right. They did name you. Gave Your character did have the same name as the director.
I forgot your name, but thank you. And your hair still look good. But anyway,
Just so you know,
but
we're mostly seeing the corner of your room.
is this better now?
Um, it's close to bet. Okay, that's better. If you can stay there, that'd be good.
Okay, okay. But
Okay, cameras.
again,
Okay, I see
I
the
don't want to.
camera is actually still a little off. Okay,
I don't want to stay on that, but I want to thank y'all for. I want to thank them for giving me an opportunity, and I
absolutely,
want
man.
and I want to thank them for giving me the real number and not giving me a library number.
Hey,
Thank you.
yeah, no, that was a good time, man. I had a lot of fun working with you, taking you to auditions and stuff. That was cool.
I gotta say that. Do you remember that day I was yelling? And my dad said you gotta have the part, and then I kept yelling, and then the guy, even though I didn't get the part, remember?
I remember. I mean, do you remember the? Are you talking about the audition where we had to stop at Burger King to use their restroom after?
Yeah, but I was yelling. I was yelling because I was getting ready for the part. Because my dad like, you gotta act like you're angry. Cut out, cut out! And I was screaming, and then when we went to the bathroom, that's the day the bathrooms were locked.
Yeah, all the bathrooms in that building could only be accessed by a key, so we had to like, I had to like hurry and like find a place with a bathroom that was accessible. And in fairness to that building, their bathrooms weren't like inaccessible to people with disabilities. They were inaccessible to everyone. I couldn't use their bathroom
Hey,
either.
hey, Ruben, I wonder how many people pissed on themselves.
I have no idea. I don't know
Because
what their system
now
was. I don't
I'm
know where
not
those
trying,
people went to the bathroom when they needed
folks.
to.
Folks, let me clean it up. I'm not trying to be nasty because this is kind of a clean thing. But if you got the door locked, you're gonna piss on yourself. You, I'm being honest
Hmm.
because you
Yeah, they
can't
did
get in the
not
bathroom.
want they did not want the public to use the restrooms in that office building.
So so that means all the public people are gonna pull down their pants and just pee on the floor because you got to go to the bathroom. I'm being honest. When you gotta go, you gotta go.
So apparently that's actually a big problem in France because in France in like Paris you have to like pay to get into the toilet. So some people just
What?
pee in the streets.
But didn't George Michaels get arrested for that?
I mean, we got different France is a different place, man.
Cause I
France is
was,
a different place.
cause I would gladly put Mr. Happy out and go to the bathroom in public because when what I'm trying to say, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
And that's kind of the whole deal, isn't it though? Like
But
that's
okay,
why you need accessible bathrooms.
but if you do that, how are you gonna shit?
You know, that's a great question. I think they just pee in the street. I don't think they shit in the street.
But how? But I don't get that. If you don't got the money and you got to do the other one, what you gonna do?
I honestly don't know. I don't understand their system.
That's crazy. But to get back to the topic, we're still on the topic. I'm just being honest,
You're
folks.
good, man.
And but let's get back to the series.
Yes, yes. So like accessibility is like everything,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Can you kind of bring me back to reality? Because I'm
Sure.
kind of stuck
So
there.
yeah. So like we've talked about a lot of things. We've talked about actors who pretend to have disabilities just for clout.
Okay, my thing is with that. Well, I'm sorry to keep cutting you off
No, you're
because
good. But you just to let you know, you are
I
nope, that's better.
I gotta explain to people why I cut people off. People get pissed off because I cut them off. I cut them off not because I'm trying to be rude. I cut them off because I get a thought, and if I don't get it out, I'll forget. Okay,
Mhm.
so I do that to my parents. I do that to my brother, and it pisses his ass off. And I don't do that on purpose. But okay, I'm gonna be honest with this. Why do you do it?
See, yeah, actually, it's the best I've been able to see you. It's actually the best I've been able to see you the whole
I'm
time.
not, I'm on my bed, so I love my bed.
Hey, if that's more comfortable or works better,
Yeah, I just don't want to fall out of it.
I
Yeah.
mean that would be bad.
No,
But
that would be funny.
I no, you can get really hurt falling out of a bed. Hold on,
I don't care.
you're too close. You got to back up a little bit.
I don't care, guys, getting hurt. I want people to laugh.
You don't want to sacrifice your physical autonomy for that.
I didn't fail before. It ain't gonna be the last.
I just don't want you to get hurt, man.
The only thing I have never fell. I never fell in a girl's arms before. I want to do that.
That does sound well. That's definitely better than falling on the floor.
Yeah, I am. I want a beer.
You want a
Oh,
beer?
I'm coming up with my own drink.
You're coming up with your own drink.
Yeah, I'm coming up, and Boston helped me do it. She don't know she did, but she did.
What is? What's the drink?
I got two concepts. The first one is this is an erotic drink. It's called
Hold on, back. Hold on. There you go. Yeah, bring your
it's
face
called
into the picture.
wet sweat.
It's called what?
That's this is an erotic drink. Okay, the first name. You know how you have an erotic drink, right?
I don't know that I do know that.
Okay, yeah, we have erotic. The first name is Sweat Wet. Okay, that's the first one. Okay,
Okay.
the second one is Rhythm and Groove.
Rhythm and groove. Okay. That would
Okay,
make sense.
that was our thing, right?
Okay.
Okay. You go to the bar. You go to the bar from the dance floor. You got the rhythm, and so you say, "Give me some of that rhythm and groove."
Okay. So what would be in a rhythm and groove?
Okay, it's two concepts. Okay,
Okay.
you got alcohol and non-alcohol.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you got a choice. If you don't
Popular
drink
these days.
alcohol, if you don't drink alcohol, you can still do it. And my sister, she's coming up. She's making the drink for me. Cause at first I wanted to call it Cause can you see me real good?
Yeah, I can see it. If you like stay like that, I can see you. Oh,
Okay.
there you go. There you go. That's a good position. Okay, so what's in this drink?
Well, this is
Lift your head back up.
strawberry. It's well, my sister said I can have strawberries and it's it's kind of sweet and I I got to come up with different flavors.
Okay.
She just she just told me to come up with the name of it,
Oh, okay.
and
So they're gonna
I
make
said
up the alcohol, and you're gonna make up the name.
yeah, I said rhythm and groove. At first, at first I wanted to say rhythm and smooth, where it could go down smooth, but I like rhythm and groove, cause cause
They both sound good as names.
the concept is this is gonna be funny. The concept is Bosnia. Cause,
Okay.
cause, cause when she was doing her cutter dancing, okay, in her studio, she was turning 7 times, and she's the groove and I'm the rhythm, or vice versa. I came I came up with the name when theater's a spectrum. I came up with the name, and we just went for it and everything. And well, I got
For
a question.
I'll just add some context for the audience. JT for a little while was involved with dancing for some classes that were involving dancing and like from Indian culture, like from
Yeah,
India.
yeah, and Badness thing Kadir, she know how to do kata, and she introduced me to a lot of people that was doing kata dancing. If y'all don't know what kata is, it's bad. It's good. It's good. It's good in a good way. And
You
the
know,
reason,
when JT says bad in this context, he means bad as in cool.
yeah. So that's why I want the Kadir family back. I want them back because they were cool, and because I miss her doing the kata dancing.
Mhm.
I miss that, but that's another story.
So
Come
let me
back
ask
home.
you. So let me ask you this, and maybe try and center yourself a little bit, because I think this is an important question. How important do you think programs that help people with disability to socialize are? How important do you think that stuff is?
Okay, do you remember? I'm going to answer your question this way. Do
Okay.
you remember the dancing wheels?
I remember, yes, I remember Dancing Wheels. I'm familiar with Dancing Wheels. For those that don't
Okay,
know, Dancing Wheels is a ballet company that is for people in wheelchairs.
okay,
And they teach people how to dance and they put on shows and they are very talented.
yeah, and they go all over California and everywhere. But the only thing I don't like about the dancing wheels, they had this one wheelchair. It it didn't have no brakes.
Well, yeah, they don't have brakes because
Oh,
their
hold on.
wheelchairs aren't designed to
Let, let, let,
stop.
let,
They're
let,
designed to
let me
move.
let me say this. They
Okay.
had no brakes. I'm sorry. It didn't have no brakes. I had to get in it, and this one little girl, she got in there and she said, "Mama, I want to get off because I can't. There ain't no brakes." And she's like, "I'm not gonna come back here no more." And then when the director, one of the coaches said, "We make sure you won't fall off the stage." I'm like, "I'm not breaking my leg and breaking my whole body. I love y'all. Would you come back? I would come back if you get wheelchair with brakes, but dancing wheels. I love you."
Mhm.
I love you, but you need brakes because you don't want to fall off the stage. But
But
I love
do you
you.
know why their wheelchairs don't have brakes though? It's because they're not regular wheelchairs. Those wheelchairs are
Oh,
specifically designed for.
I know it's not regular wheelchairs in my butt. No, it ain't regular wheelchairs. That's why I don't want to fall.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I don't want to break my leg like Prince did. Prince broke his leg. I don't want to do that. But I would do Dancing Wheels again. I love you. And I want to meet the director. The director, the woman that started direct. I want to hug you and kiss you. You're fabulous. I'm glad you came up with it.
Mhm. You know,
I would do it again
Dancing Wheels is great. It's a shame there aren't more groups like Dancing Wheels.
because they were doing like ballet stuff, and I'm like, how the hell can you do ballet in a damn wheelchair? And they showed it. They were doing the dancing wheels to clear this up. I'm cussing because I just feel like cussing. Um, 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 I said, how can you do ballet in a damn wheelchair? They did it, and they did it with the regular people too. They're fabulous. I love them. I do. I I kissed them. I kissed the ground they roll on. I don't like the Pope. I kissed the ground they roll on. So
So,
yeah.
but back to my question, JT. Uh, it's clear to me that you, at numerous points in your life, have benefited from various programs.
Okay.
How important would you say it is for people with disabilities to have these programs where they can socialize and they can work and they can meet other people and they can explore their artistic sides?
It's important for these programs to be alive because it's like uh, I'm gonna be frank. It's just like a disabled person dying. Because if you don't have the program, it's like I was saying before. They be in their room playing their video games, and they want more. They want more than that. They want a life.
May
These,
I?
these programs give them life. These programs give them a purpose. This pro, this program I'm going to now um, uh, um, uh, next to Ken,
Hmm.
I'm gonna be honest. I love you, Rue, but I love their ass. I love them. I love I, I I love Lashonda Blackwell. I call her Mac from uh I call her Mac from uh Living Single. You know,
Okay.
Max. You know, cause Max is uh she's a lawyer, a lawyer, a lawyer, lawyer, a lawyer, and I got that from Prince to the max. And
So JT, just your face is way off screen now.
and okay, I do that when I'm thinking, but
I
but
mean, it's very hard to keep you centered.
okay,
Um,
you got me.
I got you there. Yeah, if you can stay
But you
like
know,
that, it'd be good.
okay,
Um,
but you know, I I love them. I love them, and I wouldn't trade them for nothing in the world. Because she said that she would go to California with me if when I when I do this. Because I'm trying to start this thing called smart homes. You ever heard of smart homes?
yeah, no, I've been to a smart home. I took one of my other clients to a smart home because he was looking at using some of the technology.
Yeah,
Because sometimes people only like take one or two things from a smart home. They don't move into a full smart home.
but see, this is what I'm. Well, let me go on the question. Can you ask the question again? Because what you were asking was very
So,
important.
so right now we live in a time where a lot of these programs are at risk. And I just think it's really important that people understand that these programs have real positive outcomes for people like yourself.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be honest with you. A long time ago, I was in Georgia when I was in high school. My girlfriend kissed somebody, and I graduated. I wanted to kill myself. I wanted to take my life, not because she did that. That was part of it because we were gonna get married and everything. But I didn't want to live no more because I'm like, fuck it, don't nobody give a damn anyway. But then I didn't do it because I opened up the drawer and God like came out like Barry White and said, "Don't do it." And he said, "Don't do it. I got something better for you." You know, I know what your girl did. I know you're mad and everything. And it's not that she kissed somebody. I had a nervous breakdown because when she died, I went to the wake, I went to the funeral, but when they put her in the ground, I had a nervous breakdown. I couldn't feel anything. I told my mom, I said, I need counseling. She said, no, you got God. You don't need counseling. And I couldn't talk for a couple of days. So so I had to go to sleep and have a dream. And Karen told me, wake your ass up because you got a daughter to take care of, even though your daughter don't give a damn about you. She care about you now because she little, but she ain't gonna care about you when she get bigger. But her ass don't care about me now. But to make a point about these programs, and the reason why I said all this stuff I've said, I'm getting to a point. People that at home and they stuck in their room, they have dark dark thoughts. They feel like they don't want to live anymore. So I'm starting this seminar, JT style seminar. I'm going to Cuba. I want to go to Cuba and all over the world and tell people that don't have the internet that y'all are worth something. Your life is worth something. So I'm trying to get people in the boardroom that 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 got a disability. All women, because I don't want no men. But the men can help, but I don't really want no men. But anyway, but I think it's important to help all people, not just not just women. Just, just I just said that because of the boardroom. But I mean,
I know
it's
you. I know
important.
you're making you're being silly. You're making some jokes. I get it.
No, I'm not being
No,
silly when it.
I just meant about the only women thing.
Oh, but in the boardroom,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I want all the women in the boardroom, but I'll help all the guys. You know, they can they can join in and try to help. But you know, but if a guy need help, I'll get a girl to help him. I'll get a girl to help him. You know, I'll help anybody that got a disability. I don't discriminate against nobody. I just say that because I love women. So the guys don't give me no hate mail because you know you like women too. So don't start that. But but to be serious, these programs are important. So the parents, because some of the people can't talk, they need jobs too. That's why I was talking about the recording the videos, find out what they could do, and then they can have the representative uh, do the paperwork. Cause some of these people can't talk, but they can do the job. And so I think these programs are very important. So the so the disabled people can get out their room and they feel like they worth something. So these we need these programs. You know, cause like when Wendy started the did the spectrum thing, she was in a warehouse. Like it's like a building. It's like they had this funky little elevator,
Hmm.
and I liked it because it was like I was on under the cherry moon. But she she gave me my first shot. She said, "Get up on stage if you want to do this," and I got up on stage and I liked it.
You're you're
My point my point
you're out
is
of frame again.
my point is this: you gotta find out, get the person that's got a disability, get them a person to find out what they want to do and let them do it and help them do it. And don't be like some people, like, okay, you do it yourself. Help them. Don't say you do it yourself because they might screw up. If you help them, it'll go faster.
But
You know, you can't be a parent and say you do it yourself. Because I'm not gonna say no name. I got people in my family that say do it yourself. They help me, but they say do it yourself.
can I
I'm
share?
not.
Can I
I'm not
share?
trying to get back on. I'm not trying to get back off subject. I'm just saying.
No, no, no.
These,
I hear you because ultimately that's what the programs are about. They're about helping you live your life.
yeah, and Ru, can I ask you about these smart homes for a second?
I mean, I'm not an expert. I've only been to
No,
one
I know,
before.
but it's a question I want to ask.
Sure.
I'm trying to I'm trying to invest in smart homes because my son, Mishak, my son Mishak, his mother, they left him. They left her in her feces for 3 days, and I said I can't deal with that shit. I said I got to do something. So my idea is this: I want to get rid of nursing homes. I want to get rid of group homes. What I want to do is the people that live there. I want to turn it all into smart homes. I want the people. I want the. Cause I used to work at a nursing home. I want the people to get their independence back. And the people that don't want to do their job, they fired. And I'll get them a job because they got family. But I want to make sure everybody's taken care of.
Mhm.
And that's where my seminar come in. I said I want to go to Cuba and everywhere else. And that's one of the reasons why I want to get in touch with with uh with Sashi. Sashi is Boston's uh uh husband. He's a good businessman. He knows a lot about business. And
Okay.
I want to sit down with him and make a program or something to help people with disabilities because that's all Bosnia and that's all That's all her family's about, helping people. But I want to start it here and then go to New York, California, and everything. It's all about business for me. You know, it's all about helping people
Mhm. So,
because
Jay,
they help me. I'm off camera again.
you are off camera, yeah. To
Okay.
be honest with you, JT, you've been off camera a lot of the interview.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Are you sure you don't want me to make this an audio
No, no,
only?
no, no, no. I want people to see me. Yes.
Okay, well, if you want them to see you, then you've got to stay in the frame. Okay, well, they're okay. Now you're being funny. All right. So, JT, do you mind if I share some things from your story?
What part?
Um, I want to share about your education.
Well, you don't want to put it on the on the audio. I forgot what it said. You said something about my school, and Cerebral Palsy when we were at the spectrum.
Well, no,
So go.
I want to share what you told me about growing up in the school system in Georgia.
Okay, go ahead. You're the one recorded it. I don't even remember
I
the
know,
shit.
but it's your story, and
I
you're
don't remember the shit. So go ahead, man. Go ahead. I don't even.
okay. Okay. Well,
I
I
got
want
it.
you to correct me if I get anything wrong.
I
Okay.
got it recorded, but I can't find the shit. So go
Okay.
ahead.
Well, I want you to correct me if I get anything wrong. But my understanding, and because you've referenced it actually a few times, is that when you were growing up in Georgia, it sounded like in Georgia you were growing up in Georgia. What year was it you went to? What year were you in school?
When did I graduate?
Sure, that'll tell me when you went to school. Yeah,
I graduated in two. Uh, I graduated in 91, I think.
91. Okay. So that's pretty significant because the ADA didn't exist until like the early 90s.
Okay, can I correct you on one thing?
Sure.
I grew up here in Ohio. I went
Okay.
to Bar- I went to Barrett Elementary.
Okay.
Okay, okay, and then when I came home, my mom said we moving to Akron, that's Georgia. I was like, no, because all my friends are here. But not to get not to get off subject. Then I moved to Georgia, and then I then I was with a basketball team called the Silver Streaks. They asked us, "What do what do you want to happen?" We went to Channel Two News, and uh, the lady asked, "What do y'all want to?" This time we said we want to be televised. We want to be all over the world.
The
Okay,
basketball team?
yeah, basketball team. It was the Red Hot Rollers and the Silver Streaks. Okay,
Just for clarity, this was a basketball team where you went to school?
yeah, I went to Towers High School, but but then I went to Michael Harris. We had that Michael Harris, and they asked us, what do you want to happen with this?" And we said we want to be televised. Now they say,
Was this I'm sorry, was this a is this a regular basketball team or is this a wheelchair basketball team?
Rue.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to figure out where the
Now
basketball
hold
team
on,
ties
hold
into
on.
the story.
I got a question for you. What
Sure.
kind of question is that?
What kind of uh did you
What you mean? What I mean is, what you mean by a regular
I'm
basketball
trying
team?
to figure out if you were on the team or not.
Yeah, I was, but I couldn't play
Okay.
that good. I because no, the reason why I say that because I feel like wheelchair basketball is regular,
Yeah.
even though you're sitting down.
Well, no, I
I
just
don't.
needed to distinguish between the two types.
Yeah, I don't want. I don't. I ain't trying to be mean or anything, but
No, no, you're good.
I, you know, uh, I couldn't play that good because I could only make a shot when we were doing practices. Because my girlfriend, you could do a shot, but my coach told me to get closer, and I still couldn't make a shot. I I suck at basketball, but I loved it. But
That's okay. You just that's okay.
but
So, but the thing I wanted to ask you about is that you told me many years ago that there was a reluctance to make sure that you were learning, that they seemed to give up on you on teaching you very basic things.
Are you talking about in my school when my teacher said?
I mean, that's one of the things I'm talking about because you told me that they gave up on teaching you to read because of your disability. Is that right?
Okay. No, 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 no. They didn't give up. What they did was when I was here in Ohio, I was learning math with
Okay.
my mind. Now, this is a Boston thing. This is why I like Boston. When I was here and I was going to Baird Elementary, my teacher, she taught me math with my mind, just like Boston.
Okay.
Okay. Then when I went to Georgia, they started teaching me stuff with computers, and they told me to put the card in the computer and let it read it to you. And that's when I stopped doing it with my mind. That's when I started doing it with the calculator, and and I wasn't using my mind that much. It's good to use a calculator if you need it, but it's good to use your mind.
Okay.
It's good to use your mind, and like I said, I don't mean to keep bringing Boston up, but Boston, she was a mind person. She wanted you to do stuff with your mind. That's why I loved her so much. That's why I loved Sashi so much because they wanted you to do stuff with your mind, and uh, that's what I loved about it. But I'm gonna get back on the subject about my school. So what? Because when you recorded it, you said something about my school.
Yeah. A long time ago, you told me that you felt like you at a certain point in your high school, you felt like they sort of push you to the side, like they wouldn't,
Yeah,
like there was a lot of stuff they just gave up on teaching you.
yeah, because my girlfriend, Karen Patrice Anderson, they won the crown 3 times. Thought she was the shit because she was the shit. I
S-
love you, baby.
Sit up a little
But
straighter. Sit up a little straighter.
cause she was the shit. She won the crown 3 times. But to my teacher made her cry because my teacher told her, she's like, all my, cause the principal wanted us to learn more stuff, so we can get a better understanding. The only thing I knew is special ed and and probably home ec and sector education. But I wanted to learn more. I wanted I wanted to learn more stuff. And the reason why my girlfriend was crying because my teacher said that's all they're gonna do is be home with their mom and daddy all over.
But
But
you were just about to say the thing it cut off right before you said the thing that your teacher said to you.
my teacher told my girlfriend, and my other teacher got mad at her, Miss Beeks. She said that they're not gonna learn nothing because all they're gonna do is be home with their mom and daddy all day. And my girlfriend started crying, and my teacher, Miss Beeks, she's a she's a beacon. I love her. She died. She had cancer, but she said you don't say that to them. You don't say that.
All right, so this has been a roller coaster of an interview. Um, your iPad died and you had to get it recharged, but we're back on here.
Yeah.
But last time it cut out, you were just about to tell me the thing. You were in the middle of telling me that thing that your teacher said to you, and you said another teacher stuck up for you. I wish I was there to help you with the camera angles.
Me too. I can't do the split thing. It won't help.
So, but the thing that happened was you had a teacher who they said something dismissive of you.
Yeah. Yeah. She made my girlfriend cry. She said that
That you would
we wouldn't.
that you would stay home with your parents all day and just play video games. Isn't that
Yeah, play video games, and that made her cry because she wanted to do more. See, the
Did
principal, the principal
did your
came in.
did your girlfriend have disabilities too?
Yeah, she had spina bifida. She had a beautiful spine, but it was like an S. But anyway, um, anyway,
Okay, your face is off screen, just to let you know.
okay. I'm getting comfortable. So
I won't lie to you, JT. Your face is off screen for like 80%, for like over 80% of this. But if you really want me to use the video, I will.
yeah, cause I want people to see me. I don't care. They can hear it. JT
Even if it's
Styles is back.
even if it's mostly just the top of your head,
I don't care. They can hear me. I don't care. Hey, folks, see my head? I got gray.
you do, but that's okay.
Yeah,
Gray
but
is distinguished.
yeah, but to get back what I was saying,
Yes.
uh, my the principal came in and asked my teacher. This how the whole thing happened. The principal came in and asked my teacher could we take math in all the regular classes, and my teacher said no because they're not gonna do anything. All they're gonna do is go home and play video games all day. But the funny thing about it is, when I graduated, that's when they started taking the classes that I wanted to take. And she said I never said that, but I know she did. So
Do you know why those classes were made available afterwards? Because I can tell you. Do you know what changed?
go ahead, tell me.
What changed is that they signed the ADA. And after they signed the ADA, and I don't know if it happened right after, but it was a little bit after, but the ADA and the Department of Education came up with something called an IEP, which stands for Individual Education Plan.
Okay.
And these are essentially the plans that are now used for people with disabilities to help them attend regular classes if they can. Um, like nowadays, currently, people with disabilities can get this individual education plan, and it can help them get the education that you were kind of denied.
Yeah. Um. Can I put this in here?
You can say whatever you want, man.
Jeff Moore.
Oh, Jeff Moyer.
Jeff Moore. Let me tell you something. And I don't mean this how it's gonna sound. So Jeff Moore, don't get mad. I love your wife and I love her ass and I love you too. Because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't know about ADA. You helped us sing ADA when we were at Theater Spectrum, and I love you and I love your wife. I love your dog. I love everything because you introduced us and Wendy let us meet you. You're a wonderful man.
Mm-hmm.
You're a wonderful man.
Well,
I wanted to.
let me tell the audience who Jeff Moyer is, so that they know. So Jeff Moyer, for those who are not aware, um, is a is a disability activist and folk musician. But Jeff Moyer, like I was saying, he is a folk musician and disability activist. His brother was kept in a fairly famous institution in our state called Apple Creek, and which was terrible, basically a prison. And he wrote a book about it. And he was one of the people who was there when the ADA was signed. And he basically his brother was kept in that facility, and he himself is also very blind. He had a condition that caused him to lose sight over the period of his life. But he's an incredible man, and he came out and he worked with us at Theater on the Spectrum on a show that we did called Along the Graveyard Path, which sadly had to be converted into more of like a radio drama because it happened during the pandemic. It was originally we were going to put it on stage, which was
Yeah,
we couldn't do that because there were some scenes that were not there were some scenes we couldn't do for the radio version, which was sad. But if you are interested in hearing Along the Graveyard Path, it is available on the Center for Applied Drama and Autism's YouTube page.
yeah, and it's also available. It was on. It was on a. It was
There
on
was
a.
a there was a separate there was a separate documentary. There was a documentary that was made alongside it, which was on PBS. Oh,
Yeah,
because you
PBS.
are
Yeah,
in. You do acting in it.
yeah. And then the thing of it is, I forgot the director's name, but he was trying to get it into the movies. This
I believe.
director, this
Hold on.
director, I forgot his name.
I know his. I can find his name. Hold on. I'm friends with him at. I think it's Josh Gibbon.
Yeah, Josh. He was trying to get it. He was trying to get it into the movies. But what you got to understand, this movie is not. You don't.
Yeah, it was Josh
It's,
Gibbon. Josh Gibbon is the director.
yeah, but what you got to understand about this movie. This movie, it don't have no voice on it. It's a silent movie. I love being in the basement. The way they had me. Josh said you have to really act a part. You got to really act like
Mhm.
you
We were.
you
Yeah,
just
we
got.
both. For I'll add some context for that. There was a both me and JT in the documentary do some acting in some of the reenactment sequences, and in one of the reenactment sequence, we both play people who have been institutionalized in essentially an asylum. Because that's what they used to do with people with disabilities is they used to put them inside of asylums.
And I feel like this, okay? I, I feel like this. I think the way they did the park, I think they should have. I think they should have kept it a gravesite for Jeff Moyer's brother. I think that's why Jeff
Well, Jeff
wanted
Moy.
it.
Hold on, just to clarify, JT, Jeff Moyer's brother was kept at a different facility. That facility was much older than Jeff Moyer's brother.
Yeah, but I thought his where he was buried at. I thought he was buried there, and
No, his brother was more recent. His brother was more recent than that.
oh, cause he said that that they put they put a park where the grave was.
Here's a fun fact. There are actually several parks in places that were previously graveyards for asylums
It's
in our state. But
yes,
the one we're talking about is there's a park called Schneider Park. And the weird story about Schneider Park is that it's just a regular park currently. But there's actually no signage to tell people that it is actually full of bodies.
but that's my issue.
Mm-hmm.
Why put a park? I don't care if it's that park. Why get rid of a gravesite where people were buried and put a park? Leave it alone and and let them rest in peace. I mean, that don't make any sense to me.
I mean, that was our overall takeaway from making the movie and the radio drama.
Yeah, but I think if we get in touch with if we get in touch with Josh, we can do it again. I mean, the theater spectrum is not together again, but it ain't like we can't get the people back.
I mean,
Uh,
I think he would need a new topic because he's a documentary filmmaker. But I'm sure we would both be more than happy to work with him again.
okay,
JT, you're almost completely out of the picture.
okay, I'm back. Um, and did I mention about my smart homes?
You were talking about the fact that have you seen a smart home yet, or are you just really just digging the idea
Uh,
so far?
Alicia, my friend Alicia, we
Another
were
disability activist.
yeah, we was watching. She have a friend that got a smart home. We were watching I think a football game, and I was watching it online with 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 them, and she was in the smart home, and that's what gave me the idea that
Smart homes might be the future.
is.
That being said, there are some things that I trust humans to do better than machines.
This was my idea. Okay, my son Mishak. That's a long story. Y'all don't need to know all that shit.
I was gonna say you've told me about your daughter, but I actually don't know much about your son.
My son, well, my girlfriend, she died before we could have kids, and she said you can have my niece because I can't give you a kid. My daughter, she loved me when she was a kid, but she don't love me now because she don't. spend no time with me. But that's beside the point. Misha called me all the time and everything. And I used to be in a group. I used to be in a nursing home. I used to work at a nursing home, and and my grandma and my aunt B, they they said they miss people that they get mistreated and people steal stuff and all that. But what really what really changed me is when my boss left me in the she left me in the
You're falling out of the picture again, JT. Trying.
she left me in the um she left me in the office. I was supposed to be eating lunch, and she wrote my mom a letter, and she said I fell asleep and I got fired. And they asked me, well, what you gonna do? Ain't you gonna stand up for it? I'm like, I didn't know at the time what to do. But to make a long story short, now since that uh, they put my son's mom in a nursing home. She was in there for a minute, and then she got out. But they left her in her own feces for 3 days until he came and helped her, and that really changed me. I said I got to change this, and my point is this: I came up with smart homes, the idea of smart homes, and 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 my boss now, Lashonda Blackwell, she said she already trying to get grants for that.
Mhm.
And
To
I
be
think
clear,
it's
when you say you came up with the idea for smart homes, you mean more like you came up with the idea that everyone should get one.
yeah, because I'm sorry. What I mean by coming up with the idea is when Alicia had a friend on on that thing, I didn't know nothing about smart homes.
Mhm.
I even forgot the name of it until I met my new boss, Lashonda, Lashonda Blackwell. Hi, Lashonda. You say I don't ever think talk about you, but
Mhm.
hi. Um,
JT,
um,
see if you can try and sit back a little bit.
how's this? It's better.
It is better, but the question
So
is, can you maintain it?
yeah, I can. Um, so she's trying to get grants so we can.
Now
So
you're dropping out a different size.
how's this?
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Um,
Okay.
so she's trying to get grants so we can. Uh, so she can get in smart homes because it's another reason why I was targeting in group homes too because my friend, I'm not gonna say her name, but my friend, she is in group home and she got dementia and they won't let me see her. All I want to do is say bye to her and they won't let me see her. And I think it sucks because all I want to say is bye, you know. But that's no here nor there. But my point is I want to get rid of. I don't want to get rid of it. I want to turn it into a smart home. And so, what I want to do with the group, what I want to do with the nursing homes, I want to turn the nursing home to a group, a smart home too, so the people that live there, they can get their independence back.
So what you're basically saying is that you think that this technology should be used everywhere so that everyone can benefit from it.
Yeah, yeah. If it helps them, because people in nursing homes, you might as well say they didn't forgot, been forgot about, because they like my family don't come visit me, don't nobody come visit me. I feel like this. If they turn if they turn the nursing home to a group home, they can have their independence back a little bit.
So I do want to bring up just a couple important facts about what you're talking about. For starters, we actually don't use group homes anymore. We they're called
So
something else now.
what do you call them?
They're called something else now, and they operate a little bit differently just because everyone has more rights. I forget what they call
I
them
don't
now.
think so, but go ahead.
No, they do have more rights than they used to, man. They
I
used
th- I think it's getting. I think it's getting there. I think you're right. It's getting there.
Hey, more rights is not the same as all the rights you should have. Um, but the scary thing about nursing homes is that there are some states where nursing homes are like all that is offered to people with disabilities, and
Well,
that's really sad.
well, it wouldn't be scary if it turned into a smart home because I, I'm trying to start a seminar where if you don't like to take care of the person that's in a nursing home, I want to get rid of you and I want to get you another job, the job that you like, because I want them to be taken care of. That's why I'm trying to start my seminar and stuff and trying to see if I can help 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 move stuff along. It'll take a while, but I'm willing to do it because that'll be my legacy. Cause when I'm dead and gone, I want to be I want to be remembered like that. I mean, I'm just being honest. You're not gonna live forever, so I want my legacy to be like that. You know that JT Styles, even though he ain't here, his legacy is he tried to help people. Like if I say, Rue, this is gonna be my last day on earth, I want you to make sure that that my legacy live on about what we're talking about. You know, I want somebody that I know that can keep it going. Cause like Prince, I'm a big Prince fan. Let me say for example, Prince is dead, but they play his videos, they do all that stuff, and he's still here. So that's what I want. And I want I want everybody with a disability to know that I do care about them. I don't care what disability you have. I don't care if you can't talk, walk. I love you, and you are wanted. And Cuba, wherever, you know.
I think that's really beautiful, JT.
And and again, and the reason why I'm saying all this, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this on the. I'm
Why
saying
don't
it.
you scoot up a little bit before you
I'm
say?
gonna say. I'm gonna say this on the thing. I'm saying this is because of 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 when I when the
Fell back
epidemics
down right away.
when the epidemic started, we Bosnia Kadir started this thing called the uh she started um, I forgot the name of her program, but but she 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 wanted to create things with your mind and not paper and stuff like that, and she was very important to help people with disabilities. Her and Sashi, that they was very adamant of helping people with disabilities, and they the one that gave me the drive to wonder how do I do this. And Bosnia always told me to stay in the moment,
That is
and
important.
the moment that I'm staying in right now is helping people with disabilities and helping myself. So, Kadir family, I want to say to all you, thank you. Thank you, Bosnia. Thank you, Sashi. Thank you to the dog, too. And and thank you to Rue because if it wasn't for Rue letting me do this, I wouldn't be doing this. So I'm getting a lot of pain off my chest right now. I'm not, I'm being serious. But it's important for the parents, too, to help their child live their dream. Don't 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 put your don't put your child in a room and think that the video games are gonna help. It'll help for a while, but they got a life. Try to help them live it.
I think that's really
That-
beautiful, JT.
That's what I want. That's what I want to say. And Millie, keep doing the father flight thing.
I think that's really beautiful, JT. Actually, that might be a good way to wrap up this one because we will talk again.
Okay,
Do you have anything else you'd like to say at this time? It's okay if you don't.
I do. I have one more thing to say,
Then please do. But try and sit up real
and
straight.
this is gonna be short. I don't know.
It's okay. Try and get your face
Um,
in there as much as you can.
um,
I know it's hard because you can't really see
um,
yourself.
um, we were at I forgot the name of it. The SCAP program. Okay. Bosnia Kadir, you're the one that helped me meet Aaron. You're the one that helped me meet Madhu and everybody I met. I'm gonna say this on the air to you
I'll
and
be honest,
Sasha.
man. I don't know if she watches my show.
I I don't care. I'm hoping one
Okay,
day
fair enough.
she
You're just
I'm
putting it out
hoping
in the universe.
yeah, I'm hoping I you're the one that started the extract program with Sashi. And y'all let me in the program. Y'all didn't have to let me in. Sashi was hesitant to letting a American in because all he wanted was Indian people. But you talked him into it, and you let me meet Madhu and Aaron and everybody I met. I want to say thank you. I want to say I'm sorry for hurting you. I, you know, I, I, I love you, Sashi. I love you from your head down to your toes. You're a good businessman, and I hope that the SCAP program can come back, and I hope that it'll get better because what I'm doing now, I wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't for you. If it wasn't for you, I really wouldn't. So thank you very much, and I hope that you think my words are sincere because I'm gonna write I'm I'm gonna I'm gonna put it in your um I got a friend that's helping me do it, but I I just it's been hurting me a lot. So thank you a lot.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right. Well, JT, sit up big and tall as you
So what do
can.
you so what you think?
Well, we haven't said goodbye yet. So it's time. So for the
You
record,
gotta come up with your audience name.
oh right, you asked me that. I don't know what you'd call my fans. I don't know. If you have a great name for what you'd
What do
like to
you
be
call your
called,
name on here?
well, here's what we'll do. We'll put it out to them. If you're tuning into this, then please leave a comment of what you think would be the best thing to be called as fans of my show.
And you know that's funny. That's that's I always wanted to do that. I always wanted them to at least call in or something, but I never thought they could do that.
I mean, anyone can leave comments on on your YouTube.
Yeah, okay.
All right,
But
JT. I think it's
but we're gonna wrap it up, Style Nation. And this is not my channel, but my 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 brother Rules, he was gracious enough to let JT Styles bring a bring a crazy ass on. So I appreciate it, and Bobna keep turning them 7 times, and I'm not saying that to make you mad, Sassy, but your wife know how to dance. I
all
love her
right.
bells. But anyway, Star Nation, please watch this because this is something to watch because I was even talking about advocate for uh, cerebral palsy rights.
Oh, that's
So
right. Cerebral Palsy Month.
so we gotta make sure we got that out there. We gotta make sure that the parents really do advocate for for the people that can't talk. It's really important. So that's all I gotta say. But like Ruth said, he's gonna put the comments out there, what you want to call his audience. And I think that's important too.
All
Thank you
right.
very, thank you very much.
All right. You heard it from JT himself. Thank you for tuning in and listening to us. I hope it gave you some insight into life with cerebral palsy or disabilities in general. I want to thank you for tuning in. Have a wonderful whatever, wherever, whoever you are.